Hello Blender folks, welcome back. This is Gnomes, and this is the continuation of some world building project for 3D animation in the future. But now we are modeling characters, world building, right? And this character is Aisha, original character. I'm doing this is not the main character, but she's the sister of the main character, which is Dorothy. This is a sci-fi-ish universe. Cartoon is some sort of inspired by anime stuff and all that you say. And anyway, some 3D cartoon stuff. And let's start with some soundtrack here, folks. This week was so crazy, but now now it's technically the new week, but I'm yet to go to sleep, so this will not be too long. This might be just a 1 hour, maximum 2 hour stream, something like that. I need to retake actually I need to continue modeling the elements here. And for the costume modeling, I have a model sheet. I think just the shoes are remaining. So the shoes, some sort of Persian shoes, something like this. I'm not sure exactly how it will be achieved, but I think all the other things were. Yes, okay. Of course there might be some details that I would still like to do. Oh, here are some model sheet, but more like sketches that were scanned. But alright, and then I'm gonna retake lots of parts of the character, but I'll start with body retakes, because there are some things on the anatomy. I reused the mesh of the body, right? It's very super low poly, not hyper, just super low poly, and there are some proportions that need to be changed. For the feet, this is intriguing because these are not necessarily feminine shoes, but the mesh of the feet, they are the toes stylized as that. They are a bit maybe too wide regarding what she will wear. I think wear shoes, do I say that as a verb? Okay, so basically apparently that is all that remains to make the base model, right? All those things we could do a lot of more improvements, right? Alright, so let's take these shoes then as something to do. I think I have some boots here. No, this will be for... okay, never mind. So let's try something. Oh yes, alright. Okay, so let's do instead, maybe I can try to extract. I'm not sure if this is a great idea, but yeah, maybe this face loop, why not? Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, nor this one, so maybe this could work. I'm not sure I'm gonna use that, but yeah, another face loop here. No, this one is a bit more complicated, so okay, because of this quad, diamond quad there. So I think I don't want the rest, because the toes spread, right? They are. So let's do a according to the model sheet here. Yeah, maybe we want that too. Alright, let's pick that one. Oh yeah, let's also pick that one. Then I just cut what I want. Alright. Okay, that maybe then this is the good thing to do. Let's Shift D that. P separate by selection. Now already what I need to do, okay, this copied the materials, the lot of things actually, lot of data. Let's simplify this. No wonder shrink wraps. Subdivision, yeah, the subdivision with, very important, use creases. Okay, probably we're using the same creases here. Now this is for the mouth rig, this is not important. And for the vertex group, I think none of those are, okay, this is the shoes, right? It's not the body. Let's call this, actually move it to, I think it's Alt Shift, no, Alt M, no, Alt M, move to, no, Shift M, no, link to collection, no, M, move to collection. Okay, I was confusing with the bones thing. So here, mesh, cloths, yes, and here we can call it Aisha 3D boots, shoes, yeah, or sandals. Let's just choose for now. I need to know later the name for this. And here I could make some cut like that. Yeah, sounds feasible. Then I want this to, yeah, let's make this unselectable. There we go, but visible. And I pick that. Oh, I see we have just a mirror, but the mirror is not important. Yeah, armature, not for the shoes here, but that's a fine. We will keep using that. It will help us look on both sides, the inner and the outer part of the foot, right? In some sense. Then subdivision, I'm not using armature yet. I haven't started rigging this one. I will, it is the crease thing is fine for now. I'm not sure exactly which amount of crease I'll be using for this. That should work for now. Maybe smoother, right? But that will test later. The material, yeah, the material. So maybe this one. And oh yeah, so of course then solidify, right? And this, I'm gonna expand this outwards, and maybe here, why not? Shoes can be a bit more exaggerated. It's funny like that, but it's not only rim, not sure. So let's just even thickness, not sure if that will be the case. If we were to do that, would be like expanding on both direction, right? That could be right. Let's see. Okay, we could consider something like that, right? Then, okay, now we need to continue this. Okay, I don't want to be looking this on subdivision of 1, that's correct. But I want a optimal display, yes? Why am I seeing so many strange subdivisions here? No, that's correct. Alright, so maybe I should have a split screen here. What can we do from this? Oh yes, oh yes. I saw already the idea that we need some cuts here from the side, right? So there are many different ways to achieve that. Maybe we can reuse this particular loop here, yes, so maybe I use this and no, I want to cut like here. Right. Now let's cut here and then somewhere like here. This probably can just, but we have to reproduce it on the other side. Let's activate the mirror there, so that I can try to this will be kind of difficult to catch, but I want just to reproduce this. Oh, okay, I have an idea. And also this Shift E, no, I need to catch this edge crease here, so let's just copy this into here. It will be nice if I try to delete these faces here on the top, because let's see what happens. Okay, so you can get a sort of a top view. Okay, don't need to be a complete top view. What is this? Ah, there we go. So here goes some diagonal. I've cut that right in the middle there, so this is like something that was going like here, here, and then I believe this. Okay, let's try that. Then let's, I think I was deleting these ones. Oh, this one maybe I haven't. It's too blurry. I need to do something about this. The grease pencil, there is this front side costume, so this go on here. No, the grease pencil object must be available for selection, and I must be on here. Stroke data, right? Maybe more of, no, I need to have, it's not this one, side. In fact, it's too blurry. Why it came to that amount of strange strokes? I don't remember this. Maybe I made some accidental change in something here, I'm not sure. Anyways, this is just foggy. This, we can work with that. I just wanted anyways a bit more lighting on it. Yeah, not that. Okay, that can work, but let's go back to the alright folks, so here maybe I should do a frontal view here, or I can just do another split here. It's not good because they are not aligned laterally, so it's not so practical to work like that, but we can, at least we are looking at the view, so that is not, for now I think that is workable. So this idea, what I do with that? Oh yeah, maybe I should push this up, something like that, and then maybe this can be deleted. GG, no, not GG, just push it without proportional editing, something like that. Here, thing, why not just join here? Collapse. Yeah, except that here we have a diamond quad, which is not. It's like, why I have a diamond quad here and not here? Oh, actually, yeah, why not? There's this face here. Ah, there we go. It's because there is a gap here. Like, this is just a... Maybe I can just do something like that. Subdivide this. Ah, but no, it's not this one. It's subdivide. Yeah, I need to separate. Oh, actually, this one is n-gon. So actually, this side maybe is more correct. Because I remember, I did this extra subdivision. So that this is not an n-gon. So let's just do this. It ended up that this side was more correct in the end. Okay, I have a front view. Yeah, so I need to maybe... Oh yes, we can totally destroy these faces. Oh. This is not looping well. Alright, so let's just do this and delete those vertices. So here we can try to... I could use some snap thing here, maybe. Well, let's work in here. There's a larger screen here. Maybe I should be enabling any... No, not subdivision. Or actually this one, not this one. And maybe this... This is the back of the foot, of the leg. Yeah, so I'm looking at the subdivisions, but I'm not looking at fake vertices. And the solidify modifier, yes, I'm looking at face vertex, yet I think I can only select the... Yeah, this is the same as this. So there is no... This doesn't pose apparently too much trouble for the... Yes, include non-edited, that's right. Face project. And these intersections, I'm not sure why it's happening, but okay. So here in the front view, let's see what we can do. Oh, there is this. Maybe I can GG this inwards. Yeah, maybe that's a super idea. Ah, maybe I can, yeah, pull this down. Trying to So this might be interesting. Maybe pull this to the center there. Create some special design maybe for this, something that is not in the model sheet. Maybe it's now the other is too blurry there, we barely see anything. Maybe yeah, it gets some idea. There should be some curves here that we can play with just by the modeling. Get some freedom to do those adjustments, might be good. This is 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is a alright, there is this and there is this. Let's pull this like here, and then okay, this, so just simple subdivide. So it was just this, and then instead of here what we do is just we get this J there, Shift E, no, Shift E won't work, so just paste that value here. You can delete this face, and here we go. Now we got the equivalent thing. Yeah, if I mirrored each no, it wouldn't work because the foot is not symmetric in itself. It's a little symmetric, but not yeah, it wouldn't work for that, will be a mistake. So here I really need to make a different solution. There would be intersections here. Probably I would need more materials here. So here you see that the model sheet, there's some confusion. I think for the side this is good enough. That other thing is not super good. And on the front, well, I could try. Let's see. Here I would have to do this maybe. No, it's not terrible. Yeah, it could be interesting to have something more elevated like that. It's doable. And should I make another subdivision then here? Yeah, it's a joint. Seems accurate. And then for this, there we go. And here again, let's try to and I'm snapping, yeah, snap the face. So here's not totally clear what we could get, but yeah, let's this lower, yes. This, yeah, why not get this lower? It doesn't need to be that pointy as I was doing before, just slight thing like that, right? And here there will be this infamous oh yeah, so here a lot of different things will happen. So the topology, never try to model this kind of face nearest, this kind of shoes, so I don't know exactly how that could work. Oh, I got an idea. Alright, so let's say we do that. Then for the top view of that, so first let's get all these loops here. I'm concerned about the front. It is, of course, yeah, there is nothing in the front, so maybe I should just close. Yeah. Anything else to close? No, that seems closed, right? Yeah, this is a face. It is looping, right? So maybe I can just no, I just want this one, right? Scale GX. It's oh, it is snapping, right? This is not exactly what I intended. Let's turn this off because here we don't have too much. There will be intersections anyways because I'll have to readjust this the rig of the foot for the rest position or the rest pose. Something I need to do in relation to the shoes so them to adapt everything correctly. So what I'm going to do here is just try to shape that pointy part, and then for the top, so it will be an extrusion to the top, right? So not very simple approach, except that which vertices should I pick? Should I pick actually which maybe I think it's extruding from this should be enough, right? Let's try. So so scale, actually take off proportional editing, let's do this, then extrude again, scale and rotate, maybe proportional editing, let's do this, extend here, rotate, here this proportional maybe is too large, let's do something, so gradually getting here this is overly complicated mesh, right? So need to try some collapsing mesh. Yeah, let's try some merge at center, 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 merge at center. Okay. And so this is the central, apparently the central part. I'm gonna get this what else? Yeah, there are a lot of things that I can collapse. Okay, it's starting to make sense at least, so not too bad. Also, all this mesh here is not very nice. Shift E -1, Shift E, no, not Shift E, just Control. This value is not so easy, so to be setting. It's not a simple value to input manually also, or to remember. And maybe this is not even the value that I want right for. It's too squarey, so let's reduce the crease to 0.3. Didn't change much, right? Just slightly smoother. This intersection is fine, so but we're gonna try to improve that. Here, proportional. Okay, I need more collapsing geometry here. What about this? This is a bit dangerous. Yeah, too much. Maybe here, merge at center, merge at center. It's lagging, so I cannot hold shift. It gets highly delayed. I think it's because of the streaming memory that this thing takes. Yeah, so here I totally need to try to centralize this stuff. Maybe just some rotation here. Smoothing could be very dangerous here. There are too much. Here maybe, yeah, getting those shapes. Yeah, I like how this part is going. Oh, I'm not snapping, so let's try to do that. Yeah, so these vertices here are not very good. Okay, this start to move up, right? So no snapping here. Should be going up. This maybe a GG. Ah, here. Let's try to collapse those ones. Merge at center. Merge at center. Merge at center. Yeah, this one merge at center. Merge at center. Merge at center. And this one, right? Merge at center. Yes, looks correct. So I have this face loop here. Interesting. Yeah, okay, great. This face loop makes a lot of sense. Let's get this thing. I don't like that. I need to look at the verse. Okay, so this is the good setup. Let's bring this to some star focus here. Star on. Just for a moment. So here, folks, little trick. So if we are editing some mesh like that, so I'm using the sometimes proportional editing, sometimes snapping. Okay, face project here. So include non-edited. We need this, and actually, so you see, it's not very nice to look like this. So here's the body mesh, which I cannot select, right? It is locked from selection. Aisha body. Then there is the cloth that I'm working on, the shoes, which is free to manipulate, right? So we are working with that. And then, yeah, as I'm turning on off those things on occasions, for the object modifiers, we get just the edit mode option here, besides of course this real time, which enables it, and render. Okay, we just turn this on, but not this one. Okay, let's go on edit mode, it will be easier. Yeah, but I don't want this one because I want to look at the real location of the vertices. You see, this is the real location. This is a fake location, and this can cause a lot of disruption in the modeling. This can cause problem also for rigging. So I want that vision, even though sometimes it may be bad for certain visualizations. Optimal display, because for me there's no need to look at the subdivisions. And then for the solidify, because we want to see, we don't want to be looking at all those. It is offsetting to the inside of and outside, so exactly in the middle, I think. So no only rim here, so just feel, I guess, and some thickness, so it grows outside and inside, quite a lot actually. Yeah, but there's something. Oops, I lost the value. We'll have to read that later. Anyways, what I really wanted to show is that we want to be looking at it from, but you see the vertices are not showing very well. So if we look at the X-ray, is not so good. So instead I just get this on cage for the solidify, but not on cage for subdivision, but at least edit mode, so I can see the curvature already. And I can, and here I have good selection, and I can turn proportional edition on and turn the snapping on. So now I can snap and see the curves and see the vertices very well. Now maybe this one I won't snap, right? Because this starts to go up maybe already. However, some others maybe would be right to snap. And the proportional editing, sometimes it can be troublesome because it will displace snapped vertices by a little if we reach the threshold, right? With the, so sometimes they don't combine very well. Sometimes we would have to hide the snapped vertices, right? For example, that would be one way maybe. So I've snapped all those ones, right? But then I don't see very well what I'm doing, right? So this is some... Okay, so folks, that was the highlight here. Little highlight. So this is the setup that I'm using here. And So I'm trying to guide myself through the... Oh, by the way, these shoes are completely... I have some mistake, made some mistake here, right? I think there's some value like here, yeah, something like that. Here I can probably do something about this. Approaching this closer, yeah, maybe that. There are many ways to solve the intersections. Yeah. And this, yeah, there's still problems here. Turn on the snapping. No, okay, that's fine, that's fine. If I unsnapped some stuff there, it's not too bad. But what I really want to do, yeah, let's try to get those shapes. I'm constantly trying to collapse those meshes. So I have this trigon here. I'm gonna save. Is there anything I can do about these ones? This is a good face loop. What about this one? It's another good one. And these, yeah. So I think I've collapsed a lot of stuff already. Let's check. Oh yeah, this might be good. It will make this one more, yeah, pointy. Can dissolve this one. Rounder here. How to match this here? Here, right, folks? I did some center here and then Control X. There we go. So this one, interesting, interesting face loop. I can change the design of her feet because it doesn't, I don't have to, yeah, let's do this right now. It's not super, not exactly wasn't in my plan to do like that, but this is a different character. The only annoying thing, conceptually annoying thing of doing that is that if I have to make those minute adjustments for about all the other characters that I need to model, about 20, not that I need to model them soon, but sometime in the future as I keep making more of them. Yeah, certainly if I keep using this same habit without a more powerful solution for reusing and making those adjustments, that will certainly be not very smart in the long run. It takes time to think on something that would be reusable in a good way. So yeah, so I distorted these toes by a lot. Maybe we can but at least they are fitting inside the shoe. So this is not a tutorial because maybe this character would never in the animation take off the shoes anyway. So this is very strange things. Sometimes we just need to make up our minds. What do we really... I like to have possibilities open, but it's like, it's just not good if that doesn't allow us to. What is happening here? So it looks like that the solidify is not doing its job. Yeah, so it's like this part here in the back. They are having some. Okay, I see why. So maybe we need some other sort of subdivision here. Why not? So subdivide. I wouldn't like to do that, but I could do something maybe like here. It'll be a strange topology, but for a low poly that might work. So J and Shift E. Should it be this exactly at the joint and doing that? Maybe not. Let's dissolve that and subdivide this one. J again, so this is Shift E 0.3, and here, yeah, so here maybe there'll be other possibilities. Oh yeah, because this is a trigon. I see. Maybe we could do, so if I do some subdivision, if I subdivide these two, that won't solve the problem, but then I can perhaps subdivide this again, then join here, and here we end up with an n-gon, which is not the end of the world. Well, we can go back to, not sure that is I have this trigon back and another trigon here. No, this is, yeah, okay. Shift 0.3. Maybe this works. The joint, at least the joint, yeah. Now this is the foot I want here. So let's, now that it is snapping, we have a better conditions here. Okay, then certainly this is not super cool, but yeah. GG, let's move that up. No, not. Let's try to get this thing organized here and here. Maybe get this thing a little more to the outside maybe than the inside. Why not 0.2? GG. No. Yeah, so maybe this is not very good to have those trigons there. Maybe I should continue subdividing. Okay, let's see now for the materials. If there's anything is any face loop here that could be useful? This one, okay, to start with this one. Maybe this could be turned into... Yeah, I remember for the character design, this looks like to be something else. So you can get this, I don't know, some velvet thing. Okay, that is not too bad. Then here in the... I should look at some designs of those shoes to have some idea what kind of things would... Not that I cannot create something original from my mind, or... But having the reference, as we know, can give a lot of ideas, or just copy straight. Yeah, so maybe here I can just do this. The alignments here we can solve sometime later. Can try to smooth those. Let's smooth instead this whole face. And yeah, so you see how the feet are getting into the shoes, and here we can also, in order to give these shoes the proper pointiness, this would require, not that I need to change the value here of the... Oh, it is snapping, okay. Yeah, so sometimes because of this, how this thing works, sometimes you just need to change the amount of crease to have this work. So instead, let's add 3 more creases here. So double creases there. This doesn't seem to have worked well enough, so let's add to these ones. Shift E 0.3, so just adding more crease here. GG, let's try to GG here. Move this like here. Let's try to maybe this. Okay, so maybe these ones, let's do also Shift E 0.3. We're getting close to the curvature. With this, yeah, it's not been enough here. We need perhaps to exaggerate a little more, so maybe, yeah, let's use the faces, so Shift E 0.3 again. Maybe I just need another subdivision on another loop here. Like inset it's subtle, right? It's a lot of mesh. I certainly wouldn't need that, but since I'm exploring here the possibilities, maybe that's okay. Let's redo this. Shift E negative 1, Shift E 0.3, and okay, let's pick this one. Shift E 0.3, adding, and then here maybe this whole bunch here, Shift E 0.3. ultimately we just do extra subdivisions, right? It's simpler than being calculating this thing, but at the same time it can let things more complicated because we have then more mesh to be handling, and this is not, for low poly, this is not a problem of necessarily, oh, there's too much mesh for the project, we need to reduce the polygon count and all those vertex count. No, it's just for the organization of the rig. There's just unnecessary subdivisions, more vertex to be manipulating, bad for the strategy, right? So here I feel like I have really too much vertices here for this thing, which should be relatively simple. But yeah, it's actually tricky to do with a subdivided mesh. You see that the curve is not very well obtained yet. It's like I never can achieve the proper rotation of here. So let's try again. And now actually, yeah, let's pick that and try to obtain with proportional editing even more rotation. Pull this more, rotate more. It's like maybe get this closer to GG, GG. Here I'm struggling with the topology. It doesn't seem to be helping ideally to what is going on here. Also, let's try to do this here. Maybe smooth that. Okay, this might be nearly working, but no, still. Oh, what's that? What's happening to the when did that happen? Okay, this sounds catastrophic, but I just think that some vertices went. Well, I have a backup version, I think so. Oh, these things got snapped, right? Yeah, so this is a tragedy. Yeah, this is a complete disaster here for. I snapped the so I'm gonna try just to get it back. But in the end I'll just copy paste some backup version. Maybe it will take more time, but I have to rescale from the original character. I'm not saving too many versions of this. of Aisha. So let's just make this a 0.3 here. So I see vertex here. Yeah, so that's why I didn't want to be working on something else. It's more things to be thinking about. And then all this madness. Yeah, okay, this looks like to be a good recover, an okay, acceptable recovery here. Let's see how far is this going. Is this fine? Alright, so I have this velvet thing. The idea, maybe couldn't get. I'm tempted to get this part some, also that velvet material, same as below. This velvet, it's just temporary. It's just, although below might have some, even another material, something that this cloth maybe even. Yeah, it's not exactly the gold, black, darker material. Why not? And then for here, it would be nice to have some sort of. I'm tempted to do something about this one. It's kind of cool. And here, of course, you can try to inset some stuff here at the expense of a lot of yeah, so definitely I'd like to have this thing going around here. It doesn't need to be done with material, but if we have the topology, this design also doesn't need to be all curvy. It can be kind of crazy. And okay, so Oh, I have this kind of face loop there, but instead yeah, actually I just want this. And maybe here, let's do a and let's take this off. Maybe we do this into coat. Then this we take off. Back to this simpler eyelash thing. Turn this into coat. And to finalize, maybe yeah, this is looking cool as expected for maybe. So here, what we got here? Strange stuff going on. Control X. Shift E 0.3. We want this kind of, yeah, here I see the shape. So why is it n gone here, 5 gone, 1 2 3 4, okay, diagonal there, here, oh yes, there we go. This goes straight. Here, no, what's happening here? That's so confusing. It ends there. Oh, it is this one, right? Got here. Shift 0.3. Let's turn this into this. Yeah, it's sort of that works. Could be better, but that's already works. Then from that there is another trigon here, which is natural. Now, yes. Great. Why not having this coat here too? Or maybe just, yeah, like getting these GG, no, Control B, no, so like GG, then it is not very good, right? So GG, yeah, exactly like that. So bevel, they, and then from here get here, and then the ghosting. Also this coat would be nice to have here, why not? No, let's just bevel these, yeah, something like that, that's fine. And material coat, there we go. Yes, so that is, except that we've got some problem here. What happened? A complete madness on that part. Yeah, those bevels, they went mad indeed. So when I it's not completely disrupted, it's just some vertices here on this side, but they are okay. They went to the other way. There we go, we got those faces here. Bring this back to the right side, to the correct side. Yeah, this starts to get super confusing. Let's see for real what's going on. Okay, this is maddening. Let's go to hide this, hide the model sheet, look at mesh like here without this, just checking very simple stuff. So remember to be extremely careful with those snapping. Yeah. Alright, so this is finally much better, and hopefully this should be, we can bring back the body. and the colors, yes. So that would be it. It's not completed with the intersection or the details, but the base model for it is sort of solved, and yeah, I like it. It sounds, despite the creation of a lot of verses, but if it were to be solved with the textures, there are some limitations of that too, and if we want to create extra material shading per area, right? Maps, bump map, for example, that takes a lot of work with the texture masking. And then there is another limitation to that by not being totally procedural. You have painted the texture usually, these masking textures. They will be distorted by changing the mesh, adapting the mesh. So it will be back and forth work, a lot more expensive to do back and forth work, because the image texture will always be disrupted as we change some little things in the mesh, because the UVs get the texture go ugly, and that has been my experience. So my plan is only use image textures when, for example, for some things that really deserve this some design, specific design on some clothes, some pattern that might be better to do on something like that. But for simpler materials, right, it's okay to use procedural. And yeah, so for her I have an idea for an image texture. Maybe I'll reuse from a free asset, something, a flowerish thing. Here's this, yeah. So anyways folks, so I have still to decide what I do with that, because usually I wanted to have this behind, right, not on top, so this doesn't make any sense. So I have to decide how I'll place this. Probably I just have to expand this. I could do this right now. It won't match the model sheet, right? But at least we are going to get this thing, so I'm not snapping, alright? So maybe proportional editing. Let's actually let's pick this and this. So selecting this might be useful, because we're gonna I'm gonna expand that in many ways. Here too, let's also do this here. Yeah, it is working. Okay, so simple stuff seems to be adequate. No, not that. Keep expanding here. Something about the, I think is, now this is not about the side but the front part. It just cannot be on, right? And gravity with rigging and physics, maybe that will be solved later. I'm not totally sure how that operates in animation, like you have to have the physics get zeroed out from every time we create the character, so it's a bit strange if it doesn't start like already on the level of it being resting, right? Here I probably have to reshape this pocket here. That's okay, to leave it for the retakes. And this is nearly done, so let's get, yeah, let's use this side view here. Okay, let's pull this forward, right? We see it's more like here, right? Let's pull this forward. There we go. So this seems to have, or instead I just could move the pocket, right? Can also work. Playing animation accidentally. Okay, so this is appearing again, so let's do that. Let's try to bring this, maybe reduce, right? No, this is not being, alright, 0.3, shift is 0, shift is 0.3. Yeah, so let's just try to scale this down a little, move inwards, move down, move backwards, maybe scale on the y-axis. Same here, let's scale on the y-axis, scale on the global y-axis, right? GG, scale all axis. Okay, then Alt H, and yes, that sounds good. Then here let's do some slight adjustments here. Let's try to get this, maybe take off proportional editing here. Let's bring it, is this vertex in the correct position? Let's see. Yes, okay, this is in the right position. And this part here, this not a problem. I'll reduce a little the size of her breast, and that's it. So major improvements here, and so the cloths are modeled by the base mesh, right? The basic of these of Aisha's costume. So technically I could try to already rig or maybe some, yeah, it will be cloth retakes by now, so that was very good. Let's see what's rest on my list here. So new custom modeling, yeah, that is done. Today was, yeah, so many days haven't retakes, adjustment. Oh, okay, so the next thing, so that will be for tomorrow. Body and then costume. So maybe I should do this on a separate that. Costume mesh. And body mesh. And then of course here is to hair mesh. So basically we got some settings of just retakes, which are perfectioning the model, which is good enough for to start rigging like if I wanted, but no, there are many things that I need to improve, and this was the way I've made her from scratch to this level steadily, consistently. It was not too what is this in her? What are those things? This object, what is this? Some faces that shoes. Alright, so after some loose vertices here. Alright. So she, it's like consistently working on it, on her. Sounded quite productive. So I'm positive about how it is going. So if I continue doing slowly like that, it should be possible then to take off. Then new skin texture. Okay, this, okay, skin texture. And then okay, then more. It's about texturing, and then armature. Okay, and this armature will imply Dorothy's, the main template character, and yes, because then we'll revive the rigging process, mouth rigging, crazy cartoonish expressive stuff, and then I will have the characters to start. Well, we'll still need props, assets, scenery, landscapes for the first scene that I want, a storymatic as I call it. But yeah, this is growing faster. I think we will be soon completed with the two characters. I just have to reach the rigging, vector rigging, and then that will be nice. So thanks folks, thanks for watching. Take care folks, happy blending. See ya tomorrow, next week. I expect to be working on Aisha again and complete all those retakes. See ya folks, have a nice week.